What's going on, everybody? Also on Dungeons D-Bags. We are here live with another Sunday night game nights here on Dungeons D-Bags, where we're currently continuing our campaign in Chronicles of Nelron. We did have someone unfortunately drop the game recently. However, uh, we also have somebody who's not here tonight. But that's fine. It's going to run as much as it did last week. Just a quick recap for everything that's going on. Our heroes are trying to navigate the deals that they undertook. They split up. They split the money they had, and then they also made deals that committed the money that the other group had to the deals that they made. And now they're trying to figure out how to backtrack or wheel that out and possibly make some more money and get a couple jobs in the meantime. I think that about covers it all. So, Galthus, do you remember exactly what you guys did at the end of last session?
Oh, some interesting stuff.
Yes, very interesting private time.
Indeed. All right. I'm gonna add this other feature I have in here because it's fun. Let's see. New window capture. Source. Let's see. Doop a doop doop. Ooh. This to the back. Aha. Nope, nope. Complete. Okay. Okay. All right. Fix this. All right, so where we'll start off at, pull this up to the right part of the map. Well, you guys are there, I'm not. Um, it seems that Horace excused himself in order to attend his pet Frank for the last section. So we'll start off with Karis, let him catch up on what he was doing.
Okay.
All right, so there was a couple things that happened before you excused yourself. Last time to tend to Frank and his needs outside of pub or traveling mercantile inn area that you guys are currently at. You guys were trying to decide whether or not you were going to honor the agreement with the Chimeran company that you guys had initially made a deal with. Not you specifically, but I believe it was Lazarus and Dumbo that committed you guys to that agreement. And you were also considering a um, offer that was made by Aralda, Fennec, and Nathan, Nathan Galco. as well. I believe all the events that transpired after that you are unaware of.
Yep.
That should catch up to what your character should know right now. So, was there any concerns or anything he wanted to check out or pursue an interest in? You guys were here.
No, I guess not. If yeah, I think I would have taken. Maybe I would have seen that Frank was kind of getting restless inside a large little town like this, and I just would have taken him out so he wouldn't bite anybody. Maybe.
Okay. Cool. All right. And we'll pick up with who had the who was taking the lead on the what you guys were deciding to do.
I believe that was me.
Okay. So we'll take it there. It's where we left off. You guys decided that it was in your guys' best interest to wait that couple days for those other individuals to come back. Is that what you guys decided to do?
Believe so.
I mean, we could always still do the look for a fighting arena idea.
Okay.
But I'm just fine with honestly relaxing. It would be kind of nice.
All
Get some
right.
sleep in. Probably try to convert some people.
To
You want to join us?
To what you do not know yet.
Exactly.
All right. Are you? So, are nobody's has anything to do? We're just gonna wait the 3 days.
Yeah. Do we have to talk to the commanders next?
I mean, I guess I would look for work, see if there's anything we could make quick buck off. But otherwise, if there's nothing out there, then yeah, wait 3 days.
You were filled in that you guys were speaking to a goblin woman who named Halda, who basically Yenfer entered a contract in where he basically pledged his services up until they get through Barui into the border of
Yeah, we're going back to
of
Baru.
Gargarat. So
Surprise.
your party's been pledged to another caravan entirely at this point. So you guys have botched it up by making wheeling and dealing in all the wrong ways and making all kinds of oaths that you have to honor now. It's going to be hard to honor all of them. So they let you know that you guys are hired on in the next 3 days to assist that caravan. I believe what was the number that she offered to pay you guys? It was, I believe she gave you 250 gold up front, and it's a 4,000 gold incursion.
Yeah, which is why I have in my character sheet, because that's the last upfront man that we needed to finish off paying the
If
Clarions.
I'm not
That was
If
the
I'm not
goblin.
mistaken, I sent off sending to the one person, to the actual caravan that we're with,
That's
so they
right.
know to meet us.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that's before I did the deed that you promised.
Now, so as I recall, she was she didn't like the idea because she didn't want to draw undue attention going through Barui, because there's lots of different competing factions, more bodies there, draws more attention.
And I figured she probably wouldn't want to walk even further along away from her original destination. Anyways,
Indeed.
so the person helped us for free without any payment.
Oh, it wasn't for free.
I mean, it was free for me.
Yeah, it was free for you.
All right. So you guys find yourself in the inn. You guys are holed up for a little bit, and you begin discussing your feelings, that your compulsion to form this church, but you don't really have a god to center it around. Is that just how would you explain this to others?
Just hand out a pamphlet that says "Join me."
Join me, like no.
join us, probably.
Us? Okay, it doesn't explain what that is at all. When you talk.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean, I would explain that it's a religion where it's a religion.
It's a religion where we believe in religion.
Exactly. And we'll learn more about it as we experience the adventure together.
Wow. It's a make up your own religion kind of deal.
As we go, we will form this together, and we will be the new future.
It's a God that lets you do whatever you want. Come join us. Party.
You're right. All right, so you send out these vague pamphlets pleading people to join you, and you don't really when people press for more information, you're unable to give them. You kind of skirt around details, giving like vague answers. I guess like most religious.
You know what? There is one thing I could say. You would get a great adventure of leaving here and going to Barui.
Oh,
so you can start a new life and join us and start your own family, start a new nation of Chimera. So because there's a lot of Chimera, I imagine, so hopefully encourage them to join us and possibly start a new Chimeran place over in Barui.
Yeah. All right.
Probably not going to work, but that's my offer.
Okay. So,
I mean, I've heard worse offers.
You say, come, you basically give them a religious version of, come join the Oregon Trail?
Pretty much, yeah.
There's a cake and dysentery for everybody. All right.
And I can promise that most of you won't die.
Can you? Can you promise?
I am a healer, and I can heal whoever's... And I will whisper in their ear secretly that whoever's in my church would get healing prioritized.
Wow. All
Be baptized in the name of my healing power.
Yeah. In the name of the Lord, be healed. All you heathens wait in line as my parishioners make their way to the front.
Exactly. Have you ever seen the movie Holes?
No, but I've been watching season 2 of The Righteous Gemstones, which is fantastic, by the way.
Pretty much the movie Holes is pretty much a bunch of people are digging holes, but then certain people get to go up front in the line, and those people up front are usually the favorites to get water. So, exactly. You want healing? Well, I know you. You can go to the back.
I know a church you could join that could get you prioritized.
So anyway, as you hand out these pamphlets and stuff, in the span of the 3 days, Lazarus asks you this business you are trying to get started.
It's not a business because I'm not asking for money.
Right, he says. He says with a knowing grin. What's the compulsion behind it? He asks.
I am going to... Hold on, I need to check something. I'm going to cast guidance on him. I won't come. That's why. Because I can do that and you can't.
Yes. What do you know? He asks you, what do you know of the gods? He asks.
I know that I'm going to cast guidance again. I can do that. Not a lot, to be honest.
Oh, well. I guess.
I know that it will bring a brighter future for everyone involved.
Right, roll charisma check.
Cast guidance before you do it.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself. Because my charisma sucks. So persuasion or just a flat out charisma?
Just flat out charisma. He's looking to see if he can confide in you.
6
Oh, he looks at you and he
plus 3.
9.
he looks at you and then he goes to say something. He's, you know what? I guess never mind.
You're just jealous that I can do stuff without having to pledge my life to somebody.
Yeah,
Because my God's asking me to die for them. So suck it.
You say you know nothing of the gods, and what do you think if they lend you these favors? Don't you think there's something that they would require in return? Yes.
Exactly. That's why I'm getting people to join my church. So if they want something, they can take it from them.
Interesting, he says. And he almost hesitates. He doesn't want to, as if he's holding back, but he asks you, you know the names of any of them? The gods, I mean.
Yeah, totally. Can I roll a religion check to see if I actually know any of them?
Sure.
Because my guess would be no.
That's
11.
You know Raidenwick. You know
Exactly. Raidenwick. Boom.
You know the Radiant Order exists, right?
But I'm not a part of the Radiant Order.
Yes, but the Church of Raidenwick does.
True. I knew that because I knew Radiantwick. Obviously.
Then, are there any other gods besides Raidenwick that you know?
Yeah.
And the other one?
Tons. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Blasphemer? No.
Blasphemer? No, I haven't. Are you trying to like convince him?
I'm trying to lie.
Okay, well then roll your deception. And I don't think you do either. I think you just made that up.
Can I tell you something? I know that your one patron left you. I know that for a fact. I don't know. I got nothing.
My patron wasn't a god.
Oh, okay, so wait. So what I'm hearing is my patron's a little bit better than your patron?
You have yet to name your patron.
Exactly. But I know it's a god. Or at least god-like.
Wait, do you know his patron? Does anybody know of his patron? I don't think he's divulged that information to anybody yet.
I would be assuming since he has powers that he has a patron again. That's all I'm assuming. Unless he pledged himself to a god.
I believe in the god of Loki. Other than that,
the god of Loki. I mean,
I also believe in the god of love, according to
yes,
what I've heard.
Yes. Well, the gods are dead, aren't they? Oh.
The fact that you're asking that means you're not sure. So they could be alive, and the fact that I'm going to cast guidance again on them, that means they're probably not.
Yeah, well, I'm hardly an expert, Lazarus says.
The only person expert in gods are gods.
Maybe it's something we should endeavor to find out is more if there are more gods out there that are alive.
I mean, to be honest, possibly we could become gods. I don't know.
So that's your angle, Lazarus says. That's a lofty goal indeed, he says, with a musing smile. Almost,
anything's possible.
Well, is this why you're trying to raise a church? That you want them to pray to you?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go find something. I gotta train with this thing, he says, gesturing at the sword waist. More likely to kill myself than anybody that comes after us. Might as well do something to at least prove my worth.
Well, to be positive, at least you did get a kill with it. if you were to. So
Yes, but as deep as my luck may run, it is foolish to, lean on it too heavily. I should supplement that with skill.
you should become a monk.
A monk. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything of that either, but I'm just not getting the hang of the sword. I think I'll stick to it.
Just picturing Lazarus as a monk would be pretty funny.
Alright. So, anybody else doing anything the next 3 days for Flash Forward?
No. Not me, anyway.
Yeah, I can't think of anything right now.
Let's see.
I mean, just within those 3 days, whenever that Chimeran comes back to finish up the last part of the deal, but
There's two of them. I believe it was a Minotaur, Chimeran, and Centaur.
I think one was like a centaur.
Yep.
Look.
Yeah.
Here he is. That's the...
Oh, my eyesight's is going.
Well, at 45, mine would be too.
Oh. Not that old yet.
Wisdom saving throw.
How rude.
Should be a Christmas saving throw.
Alright, those guys are back. This guy, you guys talked to, he's gone. He's up and running the everything. He's kind of buster getting everything prepared because you also convinced him to meet with you.
Oh yeah. Fun fact, cars. I convinced Tavern owner to leave with us. I promised him 50% of the shares, even though I can't give that at all.
Yes,
For who?
indeed.
But the good thing is, when he comes with us, it's not like he can leave because he will have nothing to come back to.
Who did you promise that?
To the tavern owner, the Raven. Okay. I used a spell. You lie to him better.
Yep.
Did you tell me? Did you tell me this, or you just kind of?
Oh no, I'll
This
tell
is
you
for out of character.
I guess you can be in there. He came in eventually.
I would have told you eventually because I told everyone else. So yeah, I would have told you. Here we have a new friend.
I think we should just run.
Too late.
Too late.
All right.
I wish, but too late.
We have some terrible deal makers in this group.
Yeah, you do.
I think next time we just assign one person, me, and to handle this.
What's the fun in that, my boy?
Who's the one who convinced, based on a true, out-and-out lie, somebody to quit a lifelong career to join us? So I think I'm pretty good with my words.
You say that like it's a good thing.
I mean, it's good for us.
And not good for him.
Exactly.
All right.
I think then over the next day or so, I'm gonna slip a note to the dude to warn him that he's being deceived.
Ooh, okay.
Because yeah, it's pretty evil.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely chaotic evil.
I am chaotic. Good.
My ass. Chaotic good, my ass. All right.
Yeah, I'll slip him the note like one day during breakfast or something. I'll just basically just to say that I'll just say that Galvus is insane, and any words and promises he makes, don't trust.
I will also sign under this note with Karis.
All right.
Okay, Hero catches me as I'm writing the note, and I'll just say, Hero, we got to save this guy.
All right.
Okay, I sign my name right at the bottom of this.
All right. So as you do that, and after the first day you send this letter, you're confronted by you're confronted by Mr. Fitzenfowler. Well, I got your letter, and I have to say I'm a bit confused. He says, scratching scratching the back of his tiny head with a feathery winged hand. Now, you travel with this gentleman, and by all accounts, when we struck the deal, everything seemed on the up and up, but you're telling me that I should be wary of this deal and that no such deal exists. Am I reading this correctly?
I think our funds are a little. Galphus misjudged the funds we have available, and I don't think we'll be able to make that agreement that he promised.
That is unfortunate, he says. I had made preparations. See
I
this
hope he didn't
endeavor
quit already.
through, says.
Well, the deal's between you two, but I just wanted to promise you, or to warn you, just what's up.
But I mean, we would still appreciate you to join us, though. I mean, even though we can't.
I've already made temporary arrangements and drafted letters of resignation that have been sent post haste, given the timely nature of the business that was at hand. Now tell me I'm not to be compensated. Well, I don't know how I could take this, he says.
Well, you not necessarily won't
I
be.
mean, you won't be compensated. You just won't be compensated as
You won't
much.
be not compensated. You just won't be compensated that amount.
Well, the fool is me for listening to some stranger, I guess.
Well, I'm glad we all learned a lesson today.
I do have a question. If I'm so insane, why you let me travel with you? Gotcha there.
It isn't were you there when you talking this private conversation with
Yeah, I don't think Galphus you were there. I don't think you're
Oh, then no.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that is something. That is something to think about.
However, on the second night before the third morning that you guys are waiting on, you see the innkeeper. He seems to be. His friendly demeanor grows colder as he stares icy daggers at you.
I'll just wave.
He, with a wrong feet, he rolls his eyes and turns his shoulder to you and turns his attention to other matters.
So, is he still coming with us?
Yeah, I don't think
My
it is
guess
a
would
choice.
Oh, my guess would have been no.
We were too late.
I'm going to.
Do I have any gold?
Well, there's on your character sheet.
My guess would be no. Like, I mean, I had like a lot of gold, but no.
Oh, we no longer have that.
No.
One.
Yeah.
I have I have the 250 that the Goblin lady gave us because.
And you also got the 100 from the lizard.
Yes, I got the 100 from the. I earned that.
All right.
Fair and square.
I'm assuming everybody's eating, right? Everyone?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that the innkeeper or whatever? Is he? I'm assuming he's like married, has wife, kids.
He has wife, yes.
So I guess she's coming too.
At least he doesn't have kids.
Indeed. All right.
I will go to whatever his name is again.
Galphus, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
I'm pretty good at those, so.
Don't say that now.
I have a +0, so.
Ooh.
19.
Pretty good.
Ooh, good luck.
All right.
Would I have known of what just happened?
Nope.
Nice try.
All right.
I will go to the innkeeper and let him know that I will try to compensate him for his troubles.
All right. You let. So how do you put it to him? You're saying how are you going to compensate him?
Gold.
Oh.
Not the other compensate. What are you wondering?
He's a married man.
Yeah, ain't touching that.
You as you make this pass at Fitzen, Kiffin happens by and hears over his shoulders like, "Oh," he says with a wry smile. Passes you.
I just look at him like, I just kind of like look at them like, oh no, hope he didn't hear me say compensate. But yeah, I mean, I'll let him know. But I will.
Kiffin, it's Kiffin confides in Fitzen that it's worth the price.
I say, oh, just to let you know, my rate has doubled since the last we've seen each other.
Ooh.
Are you gonna pop out your clone? You got some new tricks?
Oh man. Did you think your Dumbo character would become a juggalo? Is that how you thought this would go with this character?
Nope. Not a million years.
So, what was your so how do you mean to compensate me? Because other things less than 50%, less than what was offered.
True, but
I mean, you could technically give him 50% of the 250.
No,
now it would technically be 50%, or you could give him 50% of the 100, and that would be technically 50%.
I'm not going to correct that wrongdoing, but I will basically tell him, I'm like, well, I mean, honestly, we can't promise you the 50% because that's not a deal that, he obviously, as we have told you, he lied to you about that. But what I am willing to do is try to personally compensate you, for the wrongdoing that was done to you for that. Now, I can't do 50%, unfortunately, of all revenue, but...
Oh, so you're going to give me... You can restore my titles and give me back the honor of running the outpost for the Chimeran Council. Is that what you aim to do?
No, I figure if you're, already coming with us, because you already made preparations, that I feel like you should still at least get paid.
Oh, so...
Out of the goodness of my...
You said I'm not going to do slave labor, you're just going to pay me. And whatever that meager sum is, I'll just have to be thankful for it, I guess. I guess that's how we're doing it.
I say, is 100 gold measly to you?
Well, that depends. Is 100 gold 50% of the take on all that's coming in? Because that's what I was promised. I was told I was to be in charge of the trade.
Question: am I there? Would I be there with this conversation?
I don't know. Where it depends on where he was approached at. Where did you approach him to confide in him this deal you're gonna make there?
I guess when he was at his usual spot in the inn.
Oh, so yeah, it's in the open floor next to the
So because then I would be willing to say I'm willing to give you 50% of whatever I make. You know what? 70% of whatever I make from now on.
So it goes from 50%
to 70.
70 of what you make personally than what the caravan makes. You have to understand that it's a significantly more meager sum than what was initially promised. And now I'll predicate the rest of my life.
You're welcome.
10%.
No, I'll do 70%. Okay. Whatever I earn gold, I'll give you 70% of it.
Insight check.
Alright.
No. I'm not lying. I'll literally put that on as like a flaw in my character sheet that I have to give up 70% of the gold I earn.
Oh, I would just, my character doesn't know that.
Okay.
He thinks you're lying.
Okay. Now, fool me once, sir.
You know what?
Uh,
I will grab my. Do I have a dagger? Do I have a dagger?
Do you have
Somebody
a
have a dagger? Does anybody have a dagger?
I
I
do.
mean,
I have your dagger for a second.
Yeah, pass it over.
I'll cut my hand. The dagger back. A blood deal. Nose you cannot break.
making
And I
blood?
swear to you, by whatever deity I have, I will keep up my promise.
Oh, I've seen your flyer, sir. It says nothing of any specific deity. And I have to
Exactly.
make a blood oath.
That is what I said. Whatever deity.
And you expected to make blood oath with oath breakers.
But you don't have to do blood oath. I'm just saying, like, to show that I am being forthcoming, I would be willing to make it.
You see a bard. You see the bard woman that's been playing the past couple of days, flat up next to Fitzen. So this is the gentleman who duped you and derailed our lives. It says.
Yeah, cars. God,
Hey, I'm not the one who made the deal that ruined this guy's life.
Yep.
he doesn't know that.
And then he looks over. He looks over at his wife. Yes, dear, it is. Now he thinks me fool enough to answer on blood oath.
I'm not saying you have to do the blood oath. I'm saying if you want to, you can.
And what are the
I'm
terms with this arrangement, Oathbreaker?
The literal terms are that I give you 70% of whatever gold that I earn. It's not even a turn that you have to do. It's literally just a promise that I'm giving you. The blood oath was like the promise that I would keep it.
Well,
If
since
I
we
weren't,
have
you could. If I weren't to keep my word, you could stab me with the dagger that I cut myself with.
deal, spill your blood upon the blade and give it to me. I will take the oath in my husband's stead.
Give me back the dagger, cards.
Sure.
I'll cut my other hand. And hand her the dagger.
She hands the dagger, and then she says something in a tongue that you don't understand. A purple light bonds itself to the blade and soaks into the blood, and you feel something like a deep sickness overtakes you, and it riles in your the pit of your stomach, and you unbeckoned you belch forth bile onto the floor.
I'm not cleaning that up.
I'm not cleaning that.
There you go.
As you carry this
And I'll-
oath, and this blade is oath to mine, Oathbreaker, you can no
I do want
longer...
to be clear that is Kars's blade. That's not actually my blade, so if you want to keep it, you would have to talk to him.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can have it. I don't want that now.
Alright. Well, it's a cursed dagger now, and she has it. And she tells you that while this curse is still in place, that you can no longer lie.
I never lie, so perfect.
I just
I
laughed.
just bend the truth.
Oh, you'd see that this curse isn't so easy to get around. Lies of omission are still lies.
I do want to say to be very clear that this is actually only going to hurt you in the long run, because if I can't lie, I can't earn as much money.
You see, my husband and I, we are honest people, and we prefer to make an honest living. And if we can't get by on our own skill, well, at least we'll know that when we deal with you, you speak true. But I suggest you try to learn how to deal things honestly, because whatever you make, 70% is ours.
Or I could. No, I'm not going to go there. I'm good.
All right. Oh man.
Could just ask for no cut at all.
You want to give them everything?
No, I wouldn't give them anything because I wouldn't take a cut, so I wouldn't owe them anything.
Oh, okay.
So the others in my group would get more.
Okay. Well, I think they like the deal where you give them most of your money, and you're cursed now. All right. Is anybody else doing anything?
Yes, I'm gonna go talk to that lizard guy.
All right, you go talk to Kiffin. Yes.
Can I-
How can I help you?
Can I talk with you privately somewhere?
Oh,
Dumbo told me what he offered you.
I
So-
see.
So,
I'm
is that
sorry,
somewhere in
but
private we can talk about?
I don't mean to.
Do you have somewhere we can private talk about? I have business with you.
Yes, he says. He tries to hurry you away. And then, as you get into some, I don't mean to be curt, but I'm not attracted to you.
No. I hope you aren't. I need you
I
to do
see.
me a favor. You know how to remove a curse?
It depends upon the nature of the curse.
A blood curse.
You have the phylactery or the item used to bind the curse.
I'll get it, but good to know. Say, would you like to come with us? We are traveling to Barui, and we could use a mighty wizard. And to think about it, if you come with us, you could be with Dumbo even longer.
Interesting, he says,
Oh,
with a knowing look in his eye. I shall think upon it.
And
I've been meaning to take a vacation. I do have quite the amount of leisurely days stacked. See, I've gone 31 years without a vacation so far. I suppose I could take a holiday.
we leave soon. Feel free to join us. And since you're joining us, I will give you. Trying to find the right word. I'll give you priority when I heal people. I'll give you priority since you're joining with me.
I'm sure I'm more than capable of healing myself, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
It's settled.
Indeed. Yes.
Okay, so to be clear, I'm still cursed, but I did get us a wizard. So could be worse.
I now have to roll out a stat block for Kiffin. Alright, so Kiffin is like, now I do have papers to file, and I should have to everything be tidied up by the end of the day.
And I'll also hand him one of my flyers that says join us. And just leave.
Alright. He takes the paper, he looks at it, and kind of shakes his head, and drops it, and walks.
Don't worry, one way or another, he'll join me.
What? Soon. Maybe not today, but soon. Alright. Alright, so,
I will be just whenever the traders show up, I'll be talking to them.
Alright. As noon approaches in the late morning, you do see Dumbo, you see the familiar faces, and so does Lazarus. Lazarus, I think those guys are here, he says, pointing at the door, and then you see two Chimerans walk in, one with the features of a bull and a broad-barreled chest, and the other one with with features of a horse. It ducks in through the entrance of the inn, strides over to it close to the fire. As their eyes meet Dumbo as he sees him first, they smile and gesture and give you a nod.
I step up and I say, "Welcome back, Chimerian."
Yes, well met indeed. I think we have everything that you asked for.
All right. And I think I have your last bit of money.
Good, good. Now, I can have my lads pack it onto a cart for you if you just point yours out.
Uh, well, um,
We don't have much money.
well, first, let me, so I don't forget. I'm gonna give him the 250.
Much appreciated, he says.
And I say, now we did have Kiffin send the message to tell him where to meet up with us as plans have changed.
Yes.
Uh, um, I say, uh, how much extra would you cost for you to deliver these to our wagon?
Well, if you're looking to have the items curried, we don't provide that service, but if you were to hire a coach in town, we can make the arrangements.
Uh, okay. You know what that would cost?
I'm not the one to be striking deals on business that isn't mine, but yes. Well, I'm just guessing that it would all depend on how far you're taking it and how much. You'll
Well,
probably need at least two train. Probably need a train at least to haul what you got, and the lumber and meats. Two wagons, I'd say.
2 wagons. All right. Well, I mean, are you able to figure out that cost for me?
As I said, you'd have to speak to somebody that's in the business of ferrying things for people.
All right. Well, if you give me like maybe an hour or so, I will try to figure that out and get back with you.
Well, we're here for the night, not in a hurry to head out as soon as we got here. You have some time. I'll be here.
To kind of like a slight, you know, bow nod and then back out.
Alright, he nods you off and then calls over this one of the servers. Happens to be Itson, who greets them and takes their orders, puts back to the stove and prepare a meal and some drinks for his new guests.
Uh, is Kiffin anywhere around?
Griffin, he's not in the common room right now. No.
I'm gonna check back up in this room where I last met him, or that I last saw him.
You go to his room. It's locked. There's no one. No one answers.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, I will go ask the innkeeper where I could go to hire some carts.
All right. You ask Fitzen.
Fits in, that's the name.
All right. What are you asking him? specifically?
I said where I could go to figure out some be able to buy some wagons to haul some goods.
Most of the freelance couriers are, well, they're hunkering down for the winter. It's hard to hire a coach this late in the year, but I suppose if you find somebody with room to spare when the train's going out, they might be persuaded into letting you tag along.
Okay. Where could I find this?
Well, I suppose I can use one of my wagons. If the price is right. Says.
Oh God. We've really screwed ourselves.
I'd say, what's the price of your wagon?
Now for y'all honest folk, I'd do it for the small sum of 50% of whatever's in that wagon.
I can't do that. That's somebody else's goods.
Oh, well, y'all done. Since when has that stepped y'all from dealing, making promises? Says.
I say, well, so far I have delivered on all my promises.
Well, a lot good that does me.
I said, what if I do it for 20 gold?
20 gold.
That's I could probably buy 20 carts with that, but not 20 carts, but like
Let him stab me 3 times. 3 good stabs.
All right. I suppose you can use my spare wagon, but you have to find your own beast to pull it.
Wait, time out. All right to the 3 good stabs, or all right to the 20 gold.
The 20 gold.
Okay.
Use this wagon.
I just want to check.
So you.
So for 20 gold.
Yep. So you're paying them out of your private monies.
I'm paying out my private money, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So you guys have a wagon to use. You still need another wagon.
so I'm gonna go into town to see if I can find any beast slash an extra wagon.
This isn't really a town. It's more of a trading outpost, as I stated before. There's.
Well,
Most people that stay here is of a transient nature. Nobody really lives here.
I was gonna say, yeah, I really meant like just like out in the, where more people are. Like I'm just gonna be going around and asking around, to the passerbyers and all that. Just trying to get basically quick information and locate this.
All right, you see Kiffin next to a pigeon coat scrawling some stuff. He looks up at you from his work and gives you a knowing look and a small upper twitch at the corner of his lips and turn into a wry smile as it seems to look deep into your soul. And then
I kind of like shyly like wave at him.
he nods in satisfaction and returns to his work.
And
his ink quill darting so quickly over the small scraps of paper tied to the pigeons as he lets one bird out after another.
So is he painting you like a French girl on those pigeons?
No, he's finishing. He's tying up his business loose ends and he's in a pigeon coat.
I figured.
Just
so
sending out words.
I'm like, so I kind of hear from a grapevine that you're gonna be joining us.
Wrong. Oh, I would not have told you that.
No.
100% would not have told you that. I wanted to be 100% like surprise.
I wanted to fuck with you. I would not tell you.
Yeah, After not being able to lie, I think I've learned my lesson. I would tell you. I'm
Okay,
already
so
screwed off enough.
I would then ask him. I'm like, so what are you doing here?
Well, I believe one of your companions asked me to join them, and I'm considering the offer.
Hmm.
I could do with an adventure, he says.
So gotcha. Well, you see, I'm in a little bit of a bind here. You would know where I could get an extra cart and some beasts to pull said carts, would you?
At your eyelids.
Yeah, I bet my eyelids too.
Exactly.
give him the tease.
Let's see if he can help you, because I'm sure he probably would if he could. Yeah. I do have a cart and a beast, but one cart and one beast, I'm not sure. It is filled with my stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm.
I mean, how much stuff is it, though?
I mean, is there still room in this cart? Even though.
I suppose I could travel lighter than I intended. It's possible.
Say, okay, well,
You know exactly what he wants. Come travel later.
like, what do you want? I said, well, I think we leave in like another day or so. What do I say that if you're able to find me, um, if you're able to find me, uh, two beasts and another cart, you know, for our for our journey. I will. I will give a complimentary stop by your room later tonight.
As much as I love the physical comforts of your company, he says, I mean, it is something I'd be willing to consider. I do have to tell you that I do want something more meaningful, if it's something you're provided to give. He says, you
No.
have a habit of pulling, well, let me see, my more primal side out, he says.
Said yes. Okay.
So, I wanted to see if this could be something more than, you know, he kind of, his eyes kind of dart from yours as he looks kind of embarrassed at the ground.
He wants a relationship.
I never thought just asking the wizard.
And I don't expect anything, everything right now. I just, it is my nature to be upfront about most everything. Says,
I seriously never expected this lizard, when asking him, will do anything for it to end up like
I
this.
have now found a now meaning to ultra gay. I tell myself I will very positively will
quit playing games with my heart.
Say you'll think about it.
I said I will think about this. It could be something that I may be interested in as well. But you know, if you
As I said, it's just something I've been contemplating upon. I can settle for now, for the physical comforts of our arrangement. I'll see what I can do, he says.
and I say, would you potentially be able to let me know within a few hours?
Yes, I should be able to do that.
I say great. See you tonight. Wink.
Oh.
All right.
And I'm going to wait until he gets back with me.
I want to try talking to the lady who has the dagger.
Okay, so you want to talk to Aline?
Mm-hmm.
See her, she's rushing around packing everything. Kiffin is darting around running everything to the end, and she seems to be speaking to her apprentice who's going to be taking over in their stead. They leave. So as in between packing things, she's barking orders at him and quizzing him on how to run everything. So he gives a satisfactory answer.
Hey, how you doing?
Ah, as
Stupid
good as
question,
can
but
be.
yeah, that was a stupid question. So since now that I made that blood deal, does that mean I can have the dagger?
No, he says.
I need the dagger because, well, unless you can give me a copy of the dagger, I just need to make sure that you actually did this. I need to make sure you actually did it right.
She looks at
Of
you.
course.
And you know what you're speaking is the truth, is it? He says, eyeing you, a wry smile.
Yes, I need to give it to my wizard friend who's going to remove the curse.
Yes, that does have a bit of truth to it, and that's exactly the reason why I'm not giving you the dagger.
You know what? If you give me the dagger, I'm willing to stay behind and I'll run the tavern.
What?
I'm sure that you are, but even with the dagger, I don't trust your ability to see this inn taken care of properly. And my reputation would be at stake. I couldn't possibly recommend you. This boy is barely meets my expectations.
No, but exactly. I'm not saying I would run it alone. I would run it with him.
What could you possibly add of value?
Well, first off, as you can tell, I'm just gonna be like brutally honest because I have to tell the truth. Kind of your fault, but hey, I'm gonna be brutally honest. As you can tell, I can lie pretty good. So if it comes to it, not lie about like get people to do stupid stuff, but I could lie to like calm people down. Like, is that smoke? No, it's just a new steam room we have. You see what I mean?
So you want to convince people if the building was on fire that it's a steam room so that they would all die?
I'm not talking about the whole entire building on fire. I'm talking about like the stove. Like if we accidentally burn the food.
You see, someone with your moral defect can't be trusted to do these kinds of things. I know you don't see it now, but this is kind of for your own good.
And I can heal people, so I would be willing to heal people for free if I stayed here. That would look really good for your business as well.
I suppose, but
You have to admit that will look really good, and I am a healer. You can ask anybody. You know what? Oh, I have probably a stupid way of demonstrating it, but I have a mace. So I'm going to full on grab the mace and slam it against my kneecap.
why?
Of course, I get an
You
natural
crit
20.
yourself?
6 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, you like swing and kneecap yourself with a sickening crunch.
Of course, it's a natural 20.
Make a Constitution save.
Of course, it's a natural 20.
Oh yeah. So as you crack your knee and it bends in at an unnatural angle, you look down at it, you look at her, and then your vision swims and fades to black.
Even to demonstrate even how good I can do it, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
When you're passed out,
I wake up.
you just passed out from the pain.
I wake up.
I don't know how you wake up, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't imagine anybody would honestly put me in a room, especially her. So.
Alright, they heal you. A couple minutes have passed, and you come to, and your knee's healed. You see Kiffin standing over you.
Oh, that's. Well, I'm gonna grab the mace and do it. You know what? I'm gonna grab something that's not gonna hurt as bad. So I'm gonna grab. I only have a mace.
Oh, that's quite enough, man. So they as you go to
I'm just saying
grab
I
something
can
else,
heal.
you grab you go to beat yourself again with the
See,
mace.
it shows dedication, though. See, it shows that I don't give up on things, which is another good thing of running a tavern.
Eileen is like wide-eyed with sheer like someone crazy enough to kneecap themselves and pass out on my floor can't be trusted to run an inn.
It shows dedication because I'm trying to show that I'm dedicated.
To lying. You want to be able to lie again. You kneecapped yourself so you could lie again.
I'm kneecapping myself so I can lie again to help you.
No, you're doing it so you can help you.
Help you.
Of course, what you say is true now because you're just you're saying you'd do anything to lie again. I believe that, she says. But once you lie again, you're most certainly going to lie. She says, you can't be trusted. I'm going to keep the dagger.
But I will do a blood deal so that I'll stay at the tavern. But you can't take my line away. You can take my sinning away because I suck at that.
No, I think I prefer the arrangement that we have.
Or, you know what, better yet? You know what you could change it to? I can never tell the truth, and then you'll always know that I'm lying.
Bitson's like, I used to hate this boy, but now, I don't know. Boy ain't right, says.
See, you should feel pity for me and just give me mercy and then just allow me to lie again. Because that's, as you can tell, I'm probably not the smartest cook in the shed, and that's all I got.
Let's see this as an opportunity to grow as a person.
Well, growing, schmoing, I need to be able to lie to be able to grow.
I still say
I
it's a
hope
firm
you
no.
do know, if you don't give me the dagger now, I'm just going to annoy you constantly about it, so...
That's fine.
One way or another, you will give me the dagger eventually.
I will, when you've learned a lesson.
I've learned it very clearly. Don't mess with you.
No, you haven't. You have the moral center of a... Well, you don't have one at all. It's more of an abyss. An endless bottomless pit. I am a cleric,
thank you very much. So I heal people for a living, so I have to be pretty decent.
Do you, though? Because you are the most reprehensible individual I've ever met. I've never met a more deprived mortal than yourself.
I'm just waiting for my god to give up on me on some point now.
Maybe your god hides his face in shame from you.
Or maybe my god has given up on me because it is the god of lying.
Well, if there is
are you trying to take away somebody? Are you trying to take away somebody's religion? How cruel of you!
Only fools cling to religions now. They're no gods.
Exactly. So it shows that I'm not smart. So, you know what? I give up. Screw it. You'll give it to me eventually. I'll wear you down.
Good try, she says. She pats your shoulder.
I want to say during all of this, Karis is just sitting on a table with a pan flute, watching these two suffer and loving every minute of it as they're just digging these holes for themselves, and just like trying to talk their way out of it or sleep their way out of it. And he's not trying to help at all. He's just laughing.
Oh man, it's been pretty much like this. Lazarus is. You notice that you haven't seen Lazarus all morning. He's stolen away, doing his secret swirly stuff.
You know what? I can't do anything. You know what? Because why not? Just cuz. Before, I'm going to huff away and I'm going to do something just because I think it's funny, and I'm going to cast silence in a 20-foot circle right there.
Right? You just cast silence at the room.
Then I leave the tavern.
Wizard dispels your... Kiffin dispels your spell after he
You're supposed to work for me.
Huh?
You're supposed to work for me. How dare you?
Oh,
I'm going to introduce you to Dumbo. How dare you? I'll just slam the tavern door shut.
You slam the door shut. What is? No, that boy ain't right. It says. Ugh. So, Dumbo, or who's got something they're gonna do? Because I believe right now you have the two. I think you need one more animal. You guys have a pack mule and a two wagons. A wagon with some stuff in it.
Or we could always try to convince another Chimera to come with us, and they could try to pull the wagon. You and Dumbo and Chimera could try to pull the wagon.
You guys want to take turns pulling the wagon? What is Dumbo's strength?
I mean,
my strength. I'm willing to honestly try. My strength's not bad.
All right.
I mean, I still would think it's worth it. I do have something called Strong Back. Your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift is 50% greater than normal for a creature of your size.
No, there you
And
go.
also, I have Enhanced Ability, so I could always pop that on them.
Yeah, so I guess if Dumbo wants to pull the other wagon, he can.
If worse comes to worse, I'm just saying we have
Well,
options.
I'm seeing what Kiffin comes back with first.
Exactly. I'm just saying, worse comes to worse, we do
Because
have.
my hope is he found another carton animal and this would be done with.
Can't believe I can't lie anymore. That sucks.
I figured that would stick in your crawl pretty good.
That's all my character does.
I know. Yeah, that would be. Let's see what this be written. All right, so we're Dumbo. Where are you at?
Well, I mean, I guess in the end,
You see Kiffin in there. He seems to be drinking a tea and reading over a book. With his legs crossed at one of the tables close to the fire.
I say. So, any luck?
I mean, yes, I did make some room in back of one of my vans. Since it is a vacation, I don't really need anything of business, which cut down the need of everything, well, else besides what I wear. But anyway.
So, did you find another beast?
I was unable to locate another beast, but I do have the one. And you said you have the other cart. You look capable enough to pull it. At least temporarily until we find something else.
I say, oh, you probably just want to watch me work.
Well, it does have its perks. Griffin says with a wry smile.
I said, I bet it does. So I will go back to the other chameleons and tell them that I have carts that they could put the goods in.
Alright. Alright, so you go back to the others, you find them. You see, Yenfer has been kind of zoned out the past couple days, kind of murmuring to themselves. Says it mumbles off and trails off to unintelligible stuff. It seems to be, but there's always like a hazy forest cloud around him. He kind of wanders off, but you see him around.
Ah.
And Galthus, isn't there. You don't see him. But Kiffin does tell you that he was here earlier and like broke his own kneecap, and Kiffin healed him, and he stormed out of the a while back. He hasn't come back since.
And it's like, that boy.
And Lazarus isn't around either.
Still.
So,
Karis, he's sitting there picking at his, playing his flute, just eyeing you guys back and lounging about, playing some melodies on his flute.
So the are the traders loading up the carts and stuff? Is that what they're currently doing, or what's happening with them?
Did you tell them? Did you tell the Camerans that they can work
Yeah.
and stuff? Okay. Yeah, then I guess you got with Kiffin, and he escort you over to the stables. Points out the wagon, and you see the wagon that Kiffin Finnick fits in. You too. So you say just they draw the two wagons together and they load them with the materials.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so your business is done.
And yeah, hey, good doing business with you people.
It's good to leave this place.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need anything, you know where to. We'll be here. Well, sometimes he says. He gives you a ledger. Just send a bird here if you ever need to do business again. He says.
Send the what here?
A bird.
Oh. Gotcha. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do should I just say address? I'm gonna say address.
Address?
I don't know, something where I know where I can reach them. So I mean, I'm just putting it in my.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just it tells you the keep that they're on in.
Whatever. I said, I nod and thanks, and that concludes my business until we leave with the troll lady.
Okay.
I have business.
All right.
I'm going to climb up. Hopefully, I don't get shot, but I'm going to try to climb up onto the wall. If somebody says get down, I will get down. I just want to look over the wall.
Are you stealthing or just?
No, I'm just trying to climb up.
All right. Let's see.
If somebody says get down, I'll get down.
Oh no, nobody says anything.
Okay, I just want to peer over the wall, just relaxing. And I'm going to let out a long sigh and say, "My God, why have you forsaken me? I cannot lie."
Lord of Lies.
If you care about me at all, allow me to lie again.
Lord of Lies, Master of Deceit, I beseech thee.
If you care about me at all, cure this blight on me and allow me to lie in your name.
All right.
I'm just going to hold up my hands.
All right, let's see. Does the Lord of Lies come to you? All right, let's see. Ooh. All right. So, as you hold up your hands, you feel something touch the back of your mind. It's like somebody brushed against the shirt of your sleeve. When you turn, nothing's there.
You have not forsaken me, but you've forsaken me. I felt you for a second, though. But I still cannot lie. I'm gonna try to lie. I think you're... I can't say fake, can I? I say fake? Because that would be a lie.
You go to. I think you're an asshole.
That would be a lie.
All right. I think this is really inconvenient for me.
You have forsaken me still.
All right. Yep. That's
Almost. You're almost there. Just one more nudge or something. I believe in you. Everyone else doesn't, but I do.
Roll insight for religion.
I'm gonna go with... I think I'm better at insight, scary enough.
All right.
I'm not sure why, because I'm a cleric, but I have a +6 to insight, but I have a +1 to religion. Right, cleric I am.
Okay. So you it's probably a darker deity you're trying to contact. It's probably gonna require something more of you than just beseeching it. And you're trying to call it a malevolent force just on its own merit of, hey, help me.
I am willing to pledge all kills to...
But pledge kills?
Yeah, so pretty much like if... Kind of like I would pray over the dead ones in their... pretty much honor him. Like, whenever I murder somebody, just say it's in his honor.
You feel a faint sense of disapproval.
Well, tell me what you want and I can get it. Somebody... liar. I'm not sure what to call you yet.
All right.
I'm just flat out changing this chaotic evil at this point.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, you've been playing them pretty consistently that way. You feel a faint presence with you right now, but it's not. It doesn't seem to answer you the way you want to right now. So it's like a clinging fear of. It feels like a clinging, like hanging fear of the unknown.
So how
rests with you.
how high is like the actually get on the actual wall? Like I know I'm like fully on the wall, but like to actually stand on the edge of it.
You're probably about a good 18 to 20 feet up.
Crap. I'm gonna crap. Never mind, that wouldn't work. Too high for me.
Alright.
If you let me know whatever you want, I will get it.
Alright. That presence, that feeling seems satisfied for now. And it's gone, but you don't feel like it's altogether left you.
I have a feeling when I was making this character, I knew it was going to be evil because, for example, I often change details about my visions. It's not if they need to know, right?
Alright, so you get anything else he's doing?
Nope. I at least feel some comfort knowing that he's there, but I'm going to wait for an answer before I actually do anything.
Alrighty. Anyway, as you're sitting there contemplating yourself, you open your eyes, you see Lazarus leave one of the buildings on as he looks both ways, kind of shadily, and kind of briskly
I'm gonna
walks
yell
back
down.
in.
Who you hiding from?
He gives a start and looks up and sees it's you, and then, I'm not hiding, he says defensively.
Well, just know I can't lie. Say I didn't see you come out of that building.
That's fine, he says, kind of brushing it off as if it's no big deal. Walks back into the,
I'll ask him what he was doing.
Were you outside?
Oh, I guess I wasn't. Oh, I will ask him where was he?
I had business, he says. Quite sure that it's anything to concern anyone else right now.
He says, "Well, as long as it doesn't get us into any more trouble, we have enough."
I think I've learned my lesson and try my hand at steering things. I think I'll leave that to other people.
So, yep, we're just waiting out the rest of the time until we leave.
Oh, well, we've been here quite some time. It's about time we left. Yes.
Indeed.
I'll go grab my stuff. It's today. We're leaving today, right?
I believe so.
All right. Well, hopefully it's soon. It's getting a bit late.
Yes. I'm tired of this place.
You see a goblin walking in the door. He looks around, sees Lazarus and Dumbo, and he's like, "You two, you're part of the, you, I know for sure. You're the only one here, the looks of you." He usually points over at Dumbo.
Yes.
Mr. Saldo's getting ready to shove off. He told me to come collect you.
All right. We will pack our things and come with.
Good. Good, he says. Mr. Saldo don't much like waiting, and as always, I'll be the one hearing all about it. But do try to hurry. It's already late enough as it is, he says.
We'll do.
He grunts satisfaction and paces back over to the door and closes it with a large thud.
Hey. So I guess we will do just that. Pack up our things and head to.
Oh, this is rather exciting, Ethan says. As I think I'm gonna write a journal on it. He says. Takes out a large leather-bound journal. Begins scribbling and entering it. Yes. I think I will have my hand at being an author. Comes in. Well, hiding ain't gonna be much easier. Guess it's best to be done with it, he says as he shoulders a large leather sack filled with his belongings. Guess I already got the rest loaded up on my wagon. I'll get a lean. Let her know. We all leaving now, right?
I say yes. We're basically walking out the door right now.
Yep.
All right.
Also, I will whisper to was it Kiffin?
Yeah.
I think I tell him, I say, I think I may be interested in your offer.
My offer. Oh, Kiffin. Yeah.
Oh, Kiffin, yeah.
His eyes brighten a little bit, and he places his fingers in his hand lightly on your arm. This will be a most exciting journey indeed, he says to himself, smiling.
I said, indeed.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else think anything?
No, I think I'm good.
Car's like, I'm so done.
This is such a turnaround for my character. I went from chaotic good to chaotic evil in like 2.2 sessions.
To be fair,
You were always evil.
you were always
To be
evil.
fair, I was not planning on him being evil.
You were planning on it, but you
You were
just
always
played
I
it.
was not planning on him being evil,
He was always kind of manipulative and evil.
which sucks. I was hoping for him to be something else.
I mean, you could kill him.
Wall's too high.
I don't know. I mean, you could have a heel turn moment. I mean, you started off chaotic evil. You could. Who knows? Maybe
Always
you
change.
did good. Yeah.
I'll talk to you after the session about something.
Okay, that sounds fair enough. All right. You guys set off. You get. Before you do so, Geralda looks around at everybody, saddling pack animals and getting wagons together, and she looks at Dumbo, and she says, "What is all this?"
What do you mean?
I told you I didn't like the idea of traveling with a bunch of people, and what did you do? You not only said there's more caravan, but you got more people to come.
Is he referring to like oh, the Kiffin and Tiff and all that. I say, well,
Oh, that was my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't know about that. I'll be honest. I'm kind of the klutz of the party, so I do apologize for that. It wasn't Dumbo's fault. He would have kept their agreement, but I'm kind of.
I don't.
You can ask them. I'm interesting. And also, to be fair,
And what's wrong with
Kiffin-
him?
He points out. She cuts you off, and she points over at Yennefer.
Yes, bodyguards, all that. But he's the one I was truly interested in. What's wrong with him?
He has these moments. Just give him some time. He'll be back to his normal self. Yeah,
He's
within
just
a day.
concentrating, thinking about how he wants to go about working with you.
I better get what I paid for.
She says, pointing a finger up at Dumbo.
and I very strongly take my fist and make it in a punching motion on my other hand, and I say, "Oh, you'll get what you paid for."
Is that a
Good.
threat?
And since you're my man, and these people come under you, they all now work for me. Is that agreed?
Nope.
Not at all.
Well,
Meaning,
So that means you'll be
My
paying us
caravan-
more because.
my
So that means
wagon.
you'll be paying us more, right?
No, it means
Because we have even more help. Or they can just go independently and you don't
which
have to pay us
people-
more.
Which people is he referring to that is under him?
And then my guess.
the agreement's already been struck. The deal has been made. You're being compensated more than you're probably worth. And what I mean is that my caravan and my wagons take priority in the train, and we get to ride in the center.
Okay, sure.
Priority meaning in the front.
No, not the front, because we are not going to run in headfirst into any ambushes.
I say, okay.
Good, she says. And since my wagons take priority, I get to dictate where we go, how we go, and when we get there.
So you want to lead us in the front.
It is my money funding this expedition, is it not?
Partially.
And yes, you may have some pretense of leading these people, but you will defer to me, as you are paid for by me.
I just say, I just tell her, I say, indeed, yes, we
Good.
will follow you.
This better not play out how I expect it to, she says. Once we get to Barui, it will. People will die if we keep this many. There's no way we can hide with the group this big. And you intend to add even more. Shakes her head.
I say, I plan on adding no more. I didn't even add this to begin with.
All right, then I'll be perfectly blunt. If we keep people these many people, there are going to be people that die, and I don't intend for any of them to be in my wagons. Do you understand me?
Yes, this is what you hired us for. We will do our jobs.
I should warn you, I plan on adding more. I can't lie, so.
I will attempt to make sure he does not verbalize that.
I mean, you can't know what he's gonna say, and he just kind of curtly said it. She eyes you and then eyes at him.
With anything, that means you should be dealing with me because I can't technically lie to you at all.
I say, sorry, he's been cursed.
I
He
mean,
can't-
I literally cannot lie.
I'm like, I'm sorry, he's been cursed. He cannot lie, so he is, I guess, telling you the truth.
It's true. Aline says offhandedly as she straps one of she finishes strapping one of her pack animals to her wagon. You can't lie. And I don't intend for us to be a burden. She confides in Alda. If anything, you should be safer in numbers. I've taken that to account, Alda says admittingly. Why, I'm uncertain of the idea. I'm not completely sold on it, but I'm accepting it is as it is, she says, as she gathers her jacket around herself and straightens it out, smoothing the lapels needlessly. And then she turns, we're wasting enough time as it is. We're burning daylight. She barks at her men, tells them to ready the wagons, and now you guys depart. All right.
Well, unless, so I'm kind of worried how it's going to play out with our original caravan because we told them to I forget because Galfus is the one that kind of told them what the lizard guy did, what the actual message was to send. I think didn't you tell him a message that basically said meet us up a little bit farther up north or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I pointed out a place that we literally cannot, unless she plans on literally going a long way around. She cannot literally miss it.
Yeah.
Spot that I picked.
Mm-hmm. So
you literally have to purposefully avoid going there.
You guys set it out. With you pulling the wagons, you probably make it a good 15 miles before away from the place where you have to set down camp. They didn't get too far yet. But I'll populate camp later. Anybody got anything for you guys to go to sleep for the night?
Nope.
I think I'm good.
Fantastic. Then real quick, couple of things. Dumbo, since you took Kiffin up on his offer and you made promises for that evening, you are now sleeping in Kiffin's wagon.
Oh man.
You're pulling his wagon as well. But more to the point, more important bit of that is Galfus, that night you're visited by a dream. In that dream, you see the vision of it looks like a small androgynous child, short cropped hair, wearing short pants and a long sleeve collared shirt. And he seems to be holding a floating orb connected to a string.
Like a balloon?
Exactly.
I'm good.
So he says, you hear this sounds like 1,000 voices speaking in one small voice, much like a dry wind cutting across leaves. So he says, willing to do anything. For you to respond.
I forgot I have a thing. I need to wake up.
You're gonna wake up.
Oops. I want to message you about something that I want to look into.
Okay.
You're gonna ignore this person in your dreams.
I will ask if he is a god.
You ask if he is a god.
Yeah.
I'm above such things, he says.
Okay, then see ya. I don't want to go down the evil path. And I have a feeling if I went with him, I would be going so far on that evil path that I would probably murder somebody in the party. No thanks.
Well, you roll insight before you completely.
Insight, which I should be good at. I have a +6. If I roll low,
Okay.
25.
You know when you offered murder, he was disproved about it. He was not a. He doesn't. He doesn't seem evil or good.
Okay, so I'm kind of interested again.
Okay.
So, what exactly would you want?
Mortals intrigue me. You see, you are a paradox contained in itself. You're mortal in the fact that your corporal form exists temporarily, but you have a spirit that endures even after the embers of your mortal life are extinguished. He says. And now, it seems the cycle is drawn anew, and it's not much difference from that of the gods, he says. But I suppose it's to the point. It's what I can offer you, as it is with your lot, he says, with an annoying smile. As he,
Offer what?
is what you truly seek to be free of this curse so you can lie once more?
Kind of.
Kinda.
And think that you seem under the illusion that this lying would give you the free wish. Is that how I understand it?
Yeah.
Why do you wish to embrace falsehoods?
Because I was never taught good hoods.
Good.
That's a new book.
My intelligence score is 8.
And what would you give? You offered me the lives of others, but what would you give a sacrifice unto yourself that you
Am I
have to
becoming a
give?
warlock?
What?
Am I becoming a warlock or something?
Well, I mean, no, it's up to you, but when you're a cleric, your divine abilities have to come from somewhere.
He's not a... Oh, okay.
He said he's above God. He's above a god.
Wait. Okay. Question. So you don't like murder, right?
It's not. It's not the murder I have a problem with per se. It's you want something and you only offer what belongs to others to give. What is it that you truly have that you are willing to sacrifice to obtain?
No,
what
no,
you
time
want?
out, time out. Do you like murder?
Do I like murder? I'm
Like, is that something that you're for?
I'm not for or against anything. I'm for purpose. If the murder serves a purpose, then it can be understood.
I'm willing to offer my sight. I do. Time out. I want to be very clear. Not my eyesight, but my vision sight.
The one thing that makes you truly unique among mortals you are willing to give up for something as mundane as
No, not just for that, because it kind of seems like you can offer a bit more. It seems so.
yes. But I'm not a dealer in fairness. I am one to push you to see what it is that you truly wish, what it is you truly desire, and to take from you all that I can. You see, I deal in truth as well. It's not so bad a curse as you think it to be.
I would say warlock. I would say I switched to warlock, but my charisma is an 8, so not bad. My charisma is a 9. So, I don't know. What else could I get if I were to offer my sight, other than just being able to lie? Because as you said, that's quite a lot.
Well, you are a holy man without a god. Which I have to say, amuses me, he says.
Hey, tell me, how am I without a god if I can do guidance?
This omniscient deity that stations himself above a god knows a couple of things.
Am I does? Hey, tell me, am I get my power from me just believing?
I don't think your character knows where his powers come from right now.
I don't even know.
Exactly. What if I were
Okay,
to
so
what if I were to tell you that the reason you can do some of the things you can do is because divinity has been born again into this mortal realm, and that I could help you find what you seek, what you truly want, not lying, but purpose. What would you give for a purpose, Galphus?
so I seek purpose, not lying.
Is he not
Right?
lying?
So I seek purpose, not lying.
Is that what you seek? He's trying to
Okay, so I'm
make
willing to give
assumptions
up
about your
lying.
character. Okay.
Taking a turn.
Shh. Yeah, he already knows that. Never mind.
So
I'll be honest. I don't have a lot to offer.
then it is fortunate that I do not ask for anything you are unable to give. It is you who set the terms. I just merely choose to accept them.
Hmm. I could be mortal, like a human, or you could change me into whatever you wanted to.
With Galphus,
Oh, yeah, you can change me into any race you want.
you want me to
Any
something?
race.
Well, we can outline that later. You do not have to choose right now. I'll let you think on these terms. How ironic would it be that I cure your curse by taking it for my own? That would amuse me most, he says, chuckling to himself. But I'll be in touch. He snaps his head. The orb pops. As he does, you stir awake, and as you do, you feel something on your hand. You look at the palm of your hand, and there's a infernal insignia scrolled upon it.
I can't read Infernal, so
You
I
don't
have
need to
no
know
clue what it says.
Yeah, it's just some marking upon your hand. on the palm of your hand.
Okay. I will admit I was 100% picturing this when you're talking about an orb. Picturing the It clowns
Oh,
just floating.
well, it is. It's the way he is. It's out of game. It's a deity called the Boy, and he makes deals with mortals. Basically, he's like a djinn.
Oh.
He fulfills wishes and grants, but if it depends on what you give and how well everything works.
He's like a weird kind of genie.
Yes.
That's kind of what isn't a djinn a genie? Well, kind of like a sub sort of genie.
A djinn is a genie, so he's like a genie, except for he's
A twisted genie.
yeah. And he has a
He's not.
he has a whole realm where he takes mortals too and tests them sometimes. He's a fun character I like using, but I figured he's a good stand-in for what your character's looking for right now, given everything you got.
Yeah, I will talk about it later, but I would literally let you pick any race, and I would be that race from now on. Would not be a Ladron.
Okay, well we can see. You can set your terms and tell them why, and then when you get a chance, do that. We can put that out. But it is 11 o'clock, which takes us to 11:09 takes us to the point in time where we try to wrap these games up. Does anybody have anything else, any concerns or anything they want to address before we close the session for this week?
Yes, I want to basically let
Kiffin?
yes, Kiffin, my favorite person now.
Kiffin?
I let Kiffin know that I want to have this relationship start very I want this relationship to go very slow and easy.
Oh, you want to start slower. He looks he says that he conveys that he doesn't things are moving a bit faster than he anticipated too, and he has nothing against making things slower.
Yes. All right. I conveyed that.
What are the terms like? What do you mean by slower? Just so you and Kiffin are on the same page.
Ooh.
Get to know each other.
Yeah. I mean, just like. Yeah. I mean, just like
more courtship, less physical. I think that's
that's like honest to God dates.
Yeah, he expressed much the same to you, so he's actually delighted at the way you're finding.
Just let me date you, damn it.
So he accepts and is happy, and he's giving you moon eyes.
But I will ask him. I say so but if but you will protect me, right? If something try to harm me,
I would never let anything hurt you, he says.
And I say same to you.
Right, so now you pledge to love and protect one another.
Yes, as we're going slow.
Isn't that actually, if I'm not mistaken, one of your homebrew roles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got actually him and Kiffin, if they're in combat, they have advantage and +1 to hit.
Like if
you're like fighting with him, not against him.
Yeah, if you're fighting with him, like if you're flanking or next to him, he can share the same space as you. Even though you're not a large creature, he can share the same space as you, and you can get advantage +1 to hit.
We get We get advantage and +1.
Yep.
But so we have to be next to. You say we have to be next to each other when we're attacking. Okay, so it's basically like pack tactics.
It's like it's an improved version of pack tactics. Yes.
Alright. All right.
Alrighty. I think that should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
sure.
I just think Karis will just kind of try to help out Yenfer as he's not doing so well. Maybe
Are
try
you-
to get him grounded.
Or you lead Yen for long. He kind of remembers. I just need a moment. He says as he
Spring impersonation.
trying to collect myself. He says.
Yep. Buddy, it's scary that you're the most normal person in this group.
Yes, I see that. But it is good to have friends, he says.
Yep, it's true.
Alright, so we'll leave it off there for the weekend. Hopefully, we'll have a full table next week. We'll see what happened with cars. Hopefully, everything's. What happened with Yenfer. Hopefully, everything's good there. And we do have one room for one more at the table, apparently. So, last order of business for the night. Do you want me to find another? Or do you want to keep it size as is for now? How do you guys?
I mean, if we have Yennefer back, I feel like if we get Yennefer back, I feel like that would be a good size because that would be what 4 of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
four's fine.
I feel like that's a pretty standard.
Yeah, as long as 2 don't ever go missing, then we'll have to. But
Yeah.
you guys have been pretty good about having at least 3 here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I mean, as long as we get like Yennefer back, I think that group size is fine.
And good. I think it's more manageable as well. So we'll keep it
Mhm.
as is. Thank you everybody for checking us out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. No matter which way you're coming to us, we appreciate it. We're on all 3 platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and